working. There we go. Hey guys. So I've got car out, gives a bit more room in here. That's where I'm gonna, so what I'm thinking, I might just grab the jack, go out there, jack up under the front sill, get that front tyre off. It's only 4 wheel nuts, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll get the acid, that's empty. I'm gonna put a bit of that hydrofluoric acid in there with a bit of water, get the hose out there, you know, do what I need to do. I've got a brush as well. I'll brush it all around. I'm going to go get some goggles because it's acid and I don't want acid on my glasses, let alone in my eyes. Put some gloves on. I have used it before, it didn't give off a smell. Plus I'm out in the open, so I'm not going to worry about a gas mask or anything like that. But then yeah, then what I'll do is I'll just do what I can on there. Take the tyre off, put a bit more around where the brake caliper and the rotor is, let it sit for a bit, rinse it off, then put the tyre and rim and tyre back on without the hubcap. Then jack up the back, do that side, put it all back on, flip the car around, do the other side. There's just not enough room to work. I'm going to be on the road if I do the other side, so I don't want to do it up here because it's going to make a mess and it's going to stain, and I don't want the stain on my driveway, so over there's cool. So yeah, and I'll flip the car around, do the other two, and then I'll bring it in here, and then jack it up, take all the tyres and rims off. And first job is to go, we'll close this door down. That's why I want the car fully in here, so the door can close. We'll go out the back, and we will start on sanding the rims down and sanding the hubcaps down, and get one coat of paint, black on the rims, silver on the hubcaps. Then once that's done, we'll come back in here and start the brake job, changing the rotors and changing the pads. You can see the mud coming out. And that's just water, no acid yet. Oh, go and put a bit more pressure. You definitely don't want any of this on your paint. It's not this, it's acid. Oh yeah, look at that. Acid on that. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, we got to do the rim as well. Let's do this. Do this first. Can't even see through it on the ground there. Alright, well, if it works, it's not stupid. So I've just sprayed a bit of that on the back one, and if it works I'm going to do the front one again. It's just that acid, it was working, but it's not the best, so I'm going to let that sit for 5 and see how we go. Okay, we're all done. So we got the car inside, all 4 wheels off it, cleaned up alright. Obviously the fronts were dirtier than the rears. I'm not going to do, I'm going to just spray some degreaser. I've got some foaming degreaser out in the shed. So I'm probably going to do it out here actually, because I don't want to make a mess out the back because I know what's going to happen. So I might just quickly go and get it and do it out the front, but I'm just going to spray here. I'm not going to scrub anymore. And then on this side, same thing. I'm just going to spray the degreaser, and then I'll try and find like a steel wool or something like that, something a little bit abrasive, even some sandpaper, some really rough sandpaper, and hopefully get the majority of that off. Blow them dry with the compressed air, and then when I come to paint, I'm only painting this side. I'm not painting the back side. There's no point. So whatever the back side comes out to be, that's what it is after this step. The front will get a sanding. Would be good to sandblast them. They're not going to fit my sandblaster, so yeah, anyway. And same with these, I'll have to get a little bit of, I've got some like 4-0 steel wool, very, very fine steel wool. I will give that a shot, even a wire brush, very fine wire brush I've got. So we'll try and save them. I really don't want to buy new ones. But yeah, you can see in here, come up pretty good. I didn't clean this too well because that's getting replaced. You can feel the lip on it. Yeah, big time there, and the rear does have a lip as well, so glad we're changing them. I gave these a really good clean because they're staying obviously, and that's what I'm going to be touching, so they're not too bad, clean as they're going to get. But yeah, can't wait to get rid of these pads. So from what I'm seeing, it's pretty much don't disconnect this hose because obviously you're going to let air in the system. So first thing is, I want to keep that there. I want to change the pads, so that's got to come off. So that one and the bottom one, then this will lift off, then that's a pad change. And then I think there's some more bolts. I'll have to undo the steering wheel so I can turn the steering wheel, so I can see them. Then we want to get this off, and then that means this whole bit will come off. I'll just string the caliper up somewhere just so there's no pressure on this, and then drop these 2 screws, and then a couple of bangs, and this should come out hopefully. That's the plan of attack anyway. But first things first, I really want to go and get these finished up, and a coat of paint on these. I've got the hubcaps around the back already, so I'm going to get some same stuff, steel wool and a bit of degreaser, and just give them a rub to roughen them up, get rid of any shiny bits on them, and they're going to cop a coat of paint as well. And then we'll come back to this. So we'll see you after the first coat, and then we'll get back onto this. Righto, so it's just gone 12 o'clock, and this has taken way longer than what I originally thought. I thought I'd be onto at least the second coat of paint and already done two pads and brakes by now. But anyway, is what it is. It's taken ages to clean. That brake dust is really bad. So yeah, it's way worse than what I was expecting. I've had to get steel wool, degreaser, everything. So I've rubbed all these back with 300-400 grit, got it all nice and smooth. I haven't filled anything. Nothing's really that deep. It's just a bit of peelage. So that's got a nice dull coat now for the paint to stick to. I'm just going to give everything a wipe over now with acetone. Everything's dry, so yeah, it's just acetone and then a coat of paint, very light for the first coat. I reckon I'm only going to do 2 coats on them. That's all they're going to need. These might need a bit more, but we'll see. But yeah, just wipe it all down now with acetone and get a coat of paint on, and I'll get back to you in about 10 minutes probably. Okay, time to get back in the garage and go do some proper work. They come up beautiful. I've pretty much sprayed them from 4 directions, and then swept that way, and then swept that way. So hopefully there's no missed spots. That's only the first coat as well. So we'll just leave them to dry in the sun. I'm going to read the tin, just make sure that it's I don't put the second coat on too quickly. These are just powdered on, very light. So they can probably have a second coat soon, but I'll go and get started in the garage first. Let's have a look. So that's all I used for the that's the aluminium colour for the caps, And let's hope it's not hours and hours. It doesn't even say. Oh, 1 hour. Apply 2 light coats followed by 1 medium wet coat. Apply all coats within 1 hour. Allow 10 minutes between each coat. Cool. That's my kind of paint. That's what I like. This one, drying and recoat. Touch dry in 30 minutes and can be recoated after 2 hours. Okay, that's okay. I'll just leave them there so they're in the sun, because it's better off letting them warm up a bit. But yeah, I might go and have a bite to eat quickly. Come back, give these another coat, and then it sounds like they're going to be done after 2 coats. I don't want to go putting too many coats on because it'll start flaking off because the paint's so thick. So yeah, the least amount of coats and light the better for flexible plasticky stuff like that. Look, I'm happy with them the way they are, but after lunch I'll give them one more coat and then they're done. They can dry, and then we'll do all 4 corners of the car, come back, grab these and put them all back together. Hopefully knock it off today. It's just after 12, so yeah, I definitely want to knock it off today. Yeah, bite to eat and get in the garage. Okay, so 2. Oh, there's another dog. Anyway, 2 bolts. 2 bolts off. I suppose they stay on because we didn't get replacements with them, so we'll keep them. Like that. Actually, they're going to have to come off. Yeah, they're going to have to come off, so they go like that. So it's actually good that I'm filming this. So that's the top one. That's the bottom one. And the audible wear indicator, I just looked at the other side because I didn't even see it, but it goes that way, or whichever way these go. Hang on. So there is a left and a right, so they go that way. So that's it. Something like that. They'll go. So that goes up the top on the inside. So I'll put that pair over there, so I don't get them mixed up. This pair can go on this side, like that. Cool. Alright, so now 2 more bolts here. Boom, boom. And we'll take that off. I'm going to go get some zip ties just to zip this up, just to take the pressure off it. Because I don't want that breaking that line there. So, yeah, bear with us. I'll go and grab some. These are pretty tight. I've got it in gear, but I think it's just rocking. There we go. So yeah, just as long as your screwdriver's got a hex shaft on it, just use that. Unless you've got an impact thing, whatever it's called. Not an impact driver. It's those screwdrivers that you put in and bang them on the back with a hammer, and they like jump a little bit. I don't even know what they're called. I don't have one anyway. Alright, so that's those 2. I've already put, that's going to come off really easy. I watched a few videos in the UK, and the fellas there having a bit of a hard time because of must be the salt and stuff they put on the road, and it's just corroded. This has got nothing. That's pretty clean. That there's actually grease there, so I'm just going to put a little bit more, bit of copper, anti-seize grease. Oh, you don't need a lot, because once it goes down, it squishes and goes everywhere. So yeah, you don't need a lot. Same when I laugh when I see people put like a gasket on an oil pan gasket or something on, and they just go stupid with this elastic, and then it squashes out everywhere, and they end up wasting 3/4 of it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Just put a little bit. Oh, that's a big rag. Anyway, it's like a bed sheet. Alright, so now put this on. Goes that way, I suppose. There we go, that's nice. Put these back on. I'll just do one I'll do this one on camera. I won't do the next one because it's exactly the same. And then I'll do one of the rears. I should have done the second one, at least I know what I'm doing then, but anyway, I've never done this before, if I didn't say already. But that's okay. I can't believe that's all that holds them on. Okay. Now, oh, I think the steering's locked. I've got to get it turned back around. Alright, so I suppose that goes there. Hang on, that way. I will clean the rotors up probably after this. Is this right? That's shiny, so that's definitely been, hang on, that's probably, nope, that's got the thread in it, so it's got to go behind. That's one of my problems, is I just rip into it. I don't actually look at things when they come apart, and it's probably not the best thing. No, that doesn't make sense. Let me go look at the other one. Yep, that's right. So it must be just a case you've actually got to get them. Oh, here we go. You've got to get a spot on. There we go. And the other one, so that's got a washer on it, because there's a washer here by itself. And no bolt. Oh, there it is. It's in the socket. Cool, and it doesn't have a washer, so that's that one, definitely. So, see how dirty my hands are, and that's how much cleaning. I've been cleaning for like 4 hours. So this would have been a real bastard of a job if I hadn't spent that time cleaning, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, so that's a 17mm at the back there. I'm not using a torque wrench because they were pretty tight when they came off, so that's going back on pretty tight. Now this thing went that way, this thing went this way. You can kind of tell because there's like a little divot where they sit. Audible wear indicator, so that's the thing that makes a noise when your brake pads are buggered. And they just slide in, hopefully, nicely. Oh man. Okay. Alright, I'll get back to you. Okay, got it. So I just put that across the piston and then just got a clamp and really gave it to it, and it just moved a bit, like a couple mil, but that's all it needed. So all good, and we're pretty much done here. So just checking that the cable is not twisted, the hose. It's hard to twist it because it's quite stiff, so, but I suppose it could happen if you're not watching. I put a bit of copper grease on the back of the pads, both sides, so when that kind of gets rid of any chatter that's in there. And that's it. I'm not going to do the fluid today just because of how late it is, and I've never done it before, and that is pretty important to get right. I mean, this is important to get right, but if you've stuffed it up, you can kind of tell if you stuffed it up. So there's nothing. It's literally 4 bolts, 2 screws, new pad. And the good thing about it is there's one on the other side of the car to look at if you get lost. So I did twice, so it's all good. Another thing to check is when this is all apart is that these sliders move nice, and they do. They're not broken either. I don't know where you buy new ones from. I didn't get any in the kit, so that must be an extra thing if you need them. But I think that's it. So now, and I've cleaned the rotor, so I don't want to go touching it. I don't want to touch it. I cleaned it on both sides. So that's it. It's wheel back on. I've just done another coat. So I've got 2 coats on the rim of black, and I've got 3 coats of silver, very light, dusty coats on the hubcaps. So that should be cool now. All right. So I'll go to the other side. I'm going to do the other front one, and then I'll get back here when I'm doing the first of the rears. All right, a little bit more awkward because you can't get the caliper out. So, and you got to make sure the handbrake's off as well, because it's got drum handbrake, it's a drum brake for the handbrake and disc brake for the actual brakes. So if you've got the handbrake on, you won't be able to pull the rotor, the disc off. Cool. All right, I'll just get the new rotor. New rotor, new pads, and we'll make sure I'm sure the little audible wear indicator is going to be up the top on the inside, same as the other one. So do these ones first. What's going on here? It's a bit weird. Why wouldn't they give you... I think I have to... It's like there's not enough. Shouldn't have to take... It's almost... There we go. I'll just leave it there. You've really got to stretch that. That's not very good. Oh. Oh, so this is different now. Yeah, okay. So, hopefully it's... Yep. Oh, that's tight. Okay. So 14 mil. You need a 14 and a 17 mil for the front, and a 14 mil only for the back. We better not mix them up. They're a little bit different, but I shouldn't have had lunch because now I'm crouching over, and it was a curry as well. Stomach's chockers. There we go. Pads out. There's heaps of meat left on these pads, but like I said, they're just dusting so bad. I'm not even worried to change them. You can see there's heaps left on them, but just really crap pads. Oh, whoa. So that was there. Again, I forgot to look. So that came out of that one. And nope. Okay, so this is opposite. There we go. So it's still on the inside, but it's down the bottom now for the wear indicator. So and they don't tell you. Oh yes, they do. No, in left, in right. Yes, they do. Okay. Oh, no. I didn't see that on the front, but they were definitely the right way around in the front. So you got them written here. So we're doing the right, in right. Oh, okay. So you got in right. It says in/R, in/L, and then only out on the other ones, because obviously they don't matter. So there we go. So in right, it's going to go like that, I think, as long as that goes. Nope, that's not right. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll do the rotor first and just make sure that they stay there. Okay, there's only one screw on the back. There we go. Straight off. Bit of copper grease. Not a lot. So obviously they're not going to wear out unless you drive around with the handbrake on. So I don't know if you'd ever change them. Okay. So I suppose it doesn't. Yeah, it was like that though. Go. So this, I remember seeing this on another YouTube video. It's got this little rubber. How did that come out? There we go. So yeah, you need to keep that bit and put that in there. I don't know what it does. Must be moisture control or something. And I've just been nipping them up with this as well. Just a quick little nip like that. Okay, now figure out which way this goes. Which is that way. And then this goes that way. So we'll put some grease on that now. A little bit here as well. That's all you need, and then I'll spread it around. let's put this on first. So this was for this. Oh, that wasn't in. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to get on the floor, I think. Okay, so there for the other side. So that goes like that. I don't know if you're going to see my fat head's going to be in the way. Try that. Can't really see. Oh yeah. No. He's still not going to be able to see because my fat head's going to be in the way. There we go, that sounded good. Same on this. You just don't want to get it on the rotor too, I suppose. And you want to kind of get them in. You can't just put the bottom one in. They've both got to go in at the same time, like that. And then just smear that. Like that. I'm talking like I've done this before, but I haven't. And then I don't think this is going to fit. So I'll bring it over here, put that in there. Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. I think it's moving. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, it moved. Oh wow, I'm struggling. I'll get back to you. Alright, all done. Obviously this one went quicker than the other one. If I was to do it again, I'd be even quicker, but it's not a race, so just make sure everything was tight, we're all good. I'm not going to bleed the brakes like I said. I'll do that another day. I've had enough for today. What is the time? Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. I've been going since 7. So it's not, I mean, the only reason I've taken so long is because I've been cleaning those, the rims up and the hubcaps and all that, and painting them. Otherwise, I started this at just about 12:30, so hour and a half, and I've never done it before. So 14mm, 17mm spanner, and a Phillips screwdriver, bit of copper grease, and easy enough to do yourself if you know what you're doing, or watch a video like I did. Alright, I'm going to go and wash up because my hands are filthy, and we'll go and get these rims and hubcaps. I just don't want to get the hubcaps brand new paint, don't want to get them all dirty, so I'll go and have a clean up, and we'll chuck the rims back on, so it should look a bit different next time you see it. Okay, all torqued up, 100 Newton, I did it a bit more, went to about 120 Newton meters. Looking good with the new wheels. Oh, not new wheels, but painted wheels. Wouldn't say it looks $1 million, but at least a couple hundred. So, yeah. Done the tyres up, I just went for a quick drive, no worries, there's a bit of noise, but everything's brand new. And might have to give it 1,000 Ks, 500 Ks just to get everything nice and quiet, but should be sweet. So it did stop, which was good. I just tested it just going backwards, and there was no brakes for the first couple pumps, but then once you pump it, it comes back. That's because you're pushing the caliper back. So yeah, but otherwise all good. So I'll just pack up all this junk, clean up all of that, and then I think it's beer o'clock. Thanks for watching. Definitely not a how-to. I suppose you could use it for reference, but it's definitely not a how-to because that's my first time of doing it. There's plenty of other videos on YouTube if you want to have a look at them. But yeah, the majority of the job was cleaning all the wheels up and painting them. Like I said, hour and a half to do the brake job, so if that's all you're doing, easy as. But anyway, have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys next time.